Hey everybody, Gretchen's Vegan Bakery here with another amazing new recipe for chocolate orange truffle tart. This happens to be a no-bake recipe, and you do have the option of making it super simple with just two recipes, one for the crust and one for the filling, and then just call it a day, or go the whole 9 yards like I did and make these candied oranges and spiced infused truffles for added flair. I really love the look of this tart with those truffles and the candied oranges. I think it will be a perfect addition to the holiday desserts table this year, so let's get right to it. First, to make the candied oranges, and these can actually be made several weeks in advance and just stored in the refrigerator. And I do plan to use these for some other desserts this holiday season, namely my vegan cannoli recipe I think would be amazing with some finely chopped orange rind added to it. So it's pretty simple, but I do recommend that if you have a mandolin slicer, that is the best because then you'll get perfect orange slices, but a sharp knife and some careful focus will also work. Get a large pot of water to boil and then plunge them in for just a minute. Then you're going to pop them into an ice water bath to stop the cooking. I have another large pot of sugar and water, and once that comes to a boil, you're going to reduce the heat and simmer it on low to medium boil and then add the orange slices. You're going to let them simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour, turning them every so often, like every 10-15 minutes or so. Then transfer them to a rack to cool, and that is recipe number 1, done and done. Next, you're going to make the spice-infused truffles, and I am using full-fat coconut milk for the cream base with anise pods, cinnamon stick, orange zest, and some ground cardamom. Bring that to a boil and then turn it off the heat and let it steep covered for just about a half an hour to let all of those flavors infuse in. Then bring the coconut milk back to a boil and pour it over the melted chocolate in a large mixing bowl and whisk it smooth. That's the truffle ganache, and once it is set, you're going to scoop them and then roll them into balls, pop them into some cocoa powder, and there is recipe number 2, done. I know a lot of you are probably here just for the truffles, and that is totally fine. They are so good just by themselves and make really good gift ideas too. Now to make the tart, and the crust is just a mixture of oats, dates, sorry Chuck, lightly roasted almonds, cocoa powder, melted coconut oil, and I'm actually using some of that cooking syrup from the oranges, but you can use maple syrup instead. These types of crusts are so easy and just really delicious in my opinion, and they can be interchanged with any nuts or seeds or sugars that you like, and they're just really easy and versatile. But on the other hand, you can always make a baked shortbread crust or even a cookie crust like we do for cheesecakes. It's really up to you, but I do love this combination. I guess it sort of makes me feel a little healthier to be eating those good fats and natural sugars. And then I am adding a thin layer of orange marmalade to the bottom just to tie all these flavors together. And now you can prepare the tart filling. It's the same idea as the truffles, actually the exact idea and recipe of the truffles, only this time I did not add the orange zest. I want to point out that you can control the amount of spice that you're using and also leave out one or add something else of your liking if you can't get something that I'm using or don't like the ones that I'm using. But this anise, cinnamon, orange, cardamom is just perfect. Get it into the refrigerator to set, and that's just how easy it is. Remove the tart from the pan and onto a serving platter and then garnish it with all those wonderful additions. I also picked up some gooseberries that I'm using for an additional flair here. They are slightly sour and perfect against the sweetness of this tart. I should have also mentioned earlier that a bittersweet chocolate works really great here to balance the sweet of the candied oranges and the marmalade. This is one tart that is going to make memories at your next holiday gathering. It is just so stunning to look at and even better to taste. It is very rich though, so a little goes a long way, and you will have people asking you how you can make such an amazing dessert. Just don't tell them how easy it was. Let them think you worked for days on this one. Alright everyone, go grab the recipe at gretchensveganbakery.com. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will. I have so much more to come and you're not going to want to miss a thing. I do want to give a special thank you to my patrons on Patreon and my pals in PayPal, as always, for the tremendous support that you guys are giving me. If you think that you can help offset the cost to make these videos and help me continue sharing my recipes for free, just click the links below. Even $1 a month, you have no idea how far that goes. So thank you in advance, and until next time, happy vegan baking. Bye for now.